Hi everybody, I'm Chef Susie with LearnToCook.com. Today I'm going to be making a baked cheesecake, which is an American favorite. It's just made with a few ingredients and it's enjoyed by all. So knowing that, let's get started. I've got my cream cheese, which is at room temperature, and I'm just going to put it in my mixing bowl. And then I've got some sugar to sweeten the cheesecake and a little bit of cornstarch, which is going to help it thicken when it's in the oven. So I'm going to mix the cornstarch and the sugar together, and then I'm going to put these in the bowl with the cream cheese and just cream it until it's lump-free. So I'm going to be putting these on my KitchenAid mixer with my paddle attachment. You don't want to use a whisk. So it's too fragile for these heavier doughs. And these KitchenAid stand mixers are wonderful. The KitchenAid name always has quality attached to it. I have a KitchenAid range, an electric one at home, which I absolutely love. And my favorite feature on it is the 5th keep warm element, which keeps things at about 80 degrees. And it's nice for when I'm making dinner and I'm a little ahead of myself, or if I'm having people over. But keep that in mind if you're shopping for a range. So let's go over to our KitchenAid mixer. So I'm just going to be turning this on a low speed. Just going to incorporate it until it's lump-free. I'm going to stop the mixer and scrape this down to make sure all of my ingredients are well incorporated. I've got some cream cheese stuck in the paddle. And I also have a little bit along the sides here. Okay, we're going to scrape this down one last time before we start adding the rest of our ingredients. And it's pretty important to do this scraping down all the time, but with the cheesecake, in the beginning is where you're going to be getting your lumps. So be mindful of that. Now that this is thoroughly creamed, I'm going to be adding my eggs one at a time. Okay, so I'm going to add these eggs one at a time, let them mix in, scrape it down, and then add the next, and then the next, and the last. Okay, now that my eggs are incorporated, I'm going to be adding my vanilla and lastly my heavy cream. The cream, I'm just going to be streaming it in slowly. I'm going to scrape my bowl down one last time, and my mix is nice and smooth because I've been scraping it all the way. Don't have any lumps. Okay, our cheesecake mix is ready to go. It's a nice smooth consistency. And I have my graham cracker pie crust, which I baked earlier. I had it in the oven for maybe about 10 minutes just to get toasted a little bit. And I'm just going to pour my cheesecake batter over the top. Then I'm going to bake it in the oven. I baked the cheesecake in a 350-degree oven for about 50-55 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. When you put it in, you want it to feel a little set to the touch and turn a little bit golden brown around the edges. I let it cool off for about an hour. You can even refrigerate it. That's going to help it set up so you get a nice clean cut when you cut it. So I've cut the cheesecake and plated it with some Driscoll strawberries, which I really like the Driscoll brand of strawberries. If you see them in the supermarket and you have a choice, definitely choose the Driscoll. It's a very high quality fruit. They also have blueberries and blackberries you'll see in your local markets. So be mindful of that. And thanks for joining us today at learntocook.com. Bye.
Well, thanks for joining us today at learntocook.com. Be sure to comment and to subscribe. Also visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day and thank you.